Okay, let's go try to do some enchanting, see if we can try to get to level 32. First, let's deconstruct. Yeah, it's not going very well. Okay, let's see here. Let's create some of these.
De rado, de teri, de nata. De rado, de teri, de nata. De rado, oru, de nata.
It's gonna go very slow. It's probably gonna be another 2 months. Excuse me. It's gonna be another 2 months before we're probably fully leveled up with our
makoma de nata.
With our enchanting.
Kedeko makoma rekuta.
Yeah, we're out of aspect runes, so. Okay, we've done what we could here. Let's go try to find the frozen egg and the wing bone.
What?
I carry only the rarest items from the ancient deserts of Alakir. Are you a collector of rare antiquities? If not, then I fear that my wares will be of little interest to you. Have a nice day.
Do you have an ancient wing bone?
Tava smiles in your general direction today, friend. For I do indeed have many ancient bones to choose from. This wing bone, for example, comes from a bird that hasn't been seen alive since the Merethic era. May I ask why such a thing interests you?
Dichino sent me. She needs the bone for a ritual.
The lovely Dichinu sent you? How intriguing. But as much as I enjoy the fair Argonian's company, I would hate to see such a rare and beautiful item destroyed. Perhaps we should just tell her I wasn't able to help you today, Wayfarer.
Do you really want me to tell Dichino that you lied to avoid helping her?
You would do such a thing? How despicable of you! But I would never do anything to alienate the beautiful Dichinu. Take the wing bone and give it to her with my deepest regards. And remind her that I look forward to our rendezvous on Tortoise.
Okay, I wonder what's going on there. Are they in a fling or some sort of thing?
Eggs! Beautiful, glorious eggs! Get your eggs right here! Scramble them, fry them hard, boil them. You can even throw them at people when they annoy you. You can't do that with a tomato. Well, I guess you could, but an egg works so much better.
Dichino sent me to get a frozen egg.
Dichi knew. I haven't seen her since we... Well, never mind about that. She does love my frozen eggs, though. I'll bury them in the snow near Chateau Ranch. Freezes them so solid they won't thaw in less than a week. She can't get enough of them.
What do I owe you for the frozen egg?
It's for Dichi New, right? No charge. Just tell that lusty Argonian that I want to see her on Loridas. She can repay my generosity with a little generosity of her own. And she'll know exactly what I mean.
Okay, it's official. We know. Dichino is quite adventurous in bed. Because everyone who's helping us is looking forward to the next time they meet in wink wink terms, you know what I mean.
You've returned. How wonderful to see you again. Tell me, were you successful? Did you acquire the items I asked for? Did you get the frozen egg?
Yeah, I got the items you requested.
Excellent. Then we're almost ready to begin the ritual. I just need a moment with this delicious frozen egg. Then we can proceed to remove the curse when you say the word. Frozen egg. So crunchy, so delicious. Now, let's perform the ritual. Let's see. We put the totem and the ancient wing bone in the pot. Then we add the potion. Stand back now. Here comes the good part. Perfect. Just like the book described. I believe that... frozen eggs. So crunchy and cold. Yum. And I'm certain that the ritual was a success. The Hagraven's curse has been reversed. Another satisfying affair, if I do say so myself.
Are you sure the ritual worked?
Oh, almost certainly. I'm sure that dozens of naked people just fell out of trees somewhere in the wilderness. They're probably cold, though. Maybe I should have omitted the potion of feather plucking. Left them with something to keep them warm.
Okay, so we'll get a bow and some decent gold. There's something here. Winterborn's note.
You almost
Let's
took
see.
me completely by surprise.
Yeah, we read this one already. That's the letter that gave us the quest to try to stop the Hagraven's rituals. Do we need anything else in the Mages Guild before we leave? I don't think so. That's runes and enchantments. What's this? Alchemy? Yeah, potions and elixirs. Dormitory, and this is the exit. Okay. Let's go pay a visit to that to this blacksmithing station. There are a few items that we're working on, that we're researching. I want to check on the status. How's the research going here? Okay, now I cannot create a staff because I don't have the skill points assigned properly, but at least the research is completed. Is there a clothing station in here? I doubt it. Alright. What can we research in here? Okay, we're still researching here. All research slots are in use. Okay. So I need to... redistribute our points to be able to make the staff that we want to make. But that can wait for now. Let's go find a clothing station. see what we can research. Okay, that does it. But it looks like the game just crashed yet again. Unbelievable. Okay, let's go back here and take a look. So we had, yeah, we'd submitted our research.
Another distraction.
Okay, so now that that delve's done, let's just travel over here. Okay, so we can go down here or up there. There's 2 world bosses that we'll take on sometime in the future when we continue the world boss tour. For now, let's go to Nikolvara's Kennel. Okay, I was about to say, what the hell is that? That's somebody trying to fish. Okay, we're in here to kill a boss and find a sky shard. a feeling we're gonna find something in here. Oh no, you don't. It's like spider territory. Nothing in there. Yeah, there's a sky shard. Okay, now let's oh, this is an exit, it looks like. Okay, it says this leads to the kennel. Okay. Rules of Nikolvara's Kennel. Rules of Nikolvara's Kennel. 1. Do not attempt to feed a durzog without the beastmaster present. 2. Wear protective leather on arms and legs at all times. Never look a durzog directly in the eye. Approved songs. The Drunken Dog, Winter in the Keep, Punch the Mage in the Face. Disapproved songs. Lusty Argodian Maid, Ring Around the Durzog. Should a durzog escape its cage, do not attempt to subdue. Kill it on sight. Durzogs are not dogs. Do not give them nicknames like Spot or Rover. Complacency will get you killed. Don't whistle. Okay, we still have to find the boss. What the hell is a frost troll doing here? Are we just missing? whistle. This one's quite long. It was in the summer of my 13th year that I first discovered the whistle and my peculiar talent. I had long before then suspected that I had within me some talent as yet undiscovered skill that would in time set me apart from my peers and elevate me above them. As a child, I had always related poorly to people. Consequently, I was the butt of many jokes and japes, and especially among the bigger, stronger children. They had by then already begun to distinguish themselves as warriors, woodcutters, and in other burly professions, while my slight build caused me to lag far behind in such pursuits. But among animals I found many devoted friends, and so even at my loneliest I was really without companionship. Now it happened that some of the older children, being as I have suggested cruel and lording their superior strength over me, got it into their heads to play a mean trick upon me. The trick involved a whistle they found, which produced a note that drove many creatures wild. The durzogs of our homeland were especially susceptible to the sound. They took me to a cave where the pack of durzogs had recently made their den and bade me to blow the whistle, or else they would beat me. As I have said, these children were much stronger than I was, and also very cruel. Many times I had limped home from a beating I'd received at their hands. But I think now that the threat of a beating would not have been enough to compel me to blow the whistle had it not also been accompanied by jeers and insults that questioned my bravery. For though it was indisputable that I lagged behind them in physical strength, I was determined that none could outmatch me in courage or strength of spirit. Therefore, choosing what I knew would undoubtedly be the greater pain, though not so great a pain as the shame of being branded a coward, I took the whistle and blew a strong, clear note. I held the note longer than seemed wise, and so as to settle the question of my fearlessness once and for all. My tormentors, on hearing the note, revealed their true nature and pleaded with me to stop blowing the whistle. They wondered aloud whether I was crazy and said that I had a death wish. I did not stop blowing the whistle, but held the note until I saw the durzogs emerge from their lair, teeth bared and lips curled. When I stopped, they stopped. For a moment, we stared at each other inquiringly. They were not more than a few paces away from me. They waited as if for a signal. I put the whistle to my lips and blew another note. The durzogs again approached, but their malice did not seem to be aimed at me. In fact, they seemed to implore me for instructions. I tested this theory by gesturing upwards, as I had done many times with my dogs at home. Like the dogs, at this gesture, the durzogs reared on their hind legs in unison. I tried again, blowing the whistle along with the gesture for sit and lie down. The durzogs responded readily. Now, the sight of this had lifted the fear from my tormentors, who now were begging for a chance to use the whistle themselves. They wanted to command the durzogs. I confess I took delight in refusing them, for finally I found that they were envious of me, and I felt that I had earned their respect. But the largest of them, a dimwit called Ragged, clapped me over the head and took the whistle. I had barely got my senses about me, such was the force with which he hit me, when I heard him blow on the whistle and registered the subsequent snarls of the durzogs. As my vision cleared, I saw the animals rush toward Ragged in a murderous fury. They leaped and tore at his flesh, and he cried out to me, begging for me to take the whistle and call the durzogs off. But I did not. The others looked on in horror as the beast devoured Ragged, but at that moment I felt nothing but pride. I have long held that animals can tell better than we who is virtuous and who is not, and that day I felt my beliefs vindicated. When the animals had feasted, they returned to their den to slumber. None of the others dared claim the whistle, and I've kept it with me all this time. I use it in the taming and training of durzogs in many places across Tamriel. Never once have I had a beast turn on me, never once. But enchanted, the only magic in the whistle is the skill and courage I bring to it. Interesting. Backpack. A wooden whistle carved with woodland animals rests inside the backpack. Perhaps this whistle has an effect on durzogs. Someone in Orsinium might be interested in it if it actually works. Wait, is she actually dead? Looks like she's dead. I didn't get the chance to test the whistle. Well, they're not responding yet. Maybe we need to be closer? But they didn't actually work. The whistle did not actually work because we were attacked. But I want to find out who the boss is in this delve. I've not seen a boss in here yet. Just a number of trolls. Is there a boss Durzog in here or what? Can't seem to find a boss. Watch out for that. Okay, I don't see a boss. Nikolvara the Durzog Trainer. Why do we have to kill her? She doesn't sound like a bad person.
Come, my skills.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that. Not okay with that. Don't know why we had to kill her. I guess her journal gave her some personality. Kennel Tender's letter. Yeah, before we read this, let's take a break. We'll be right back with more Elder Scrolls.